Hello, YouTube. I would like to ask you 3 questions on an educational question. This has nothing to do with anyone's personal life, especially my own. Ooh, look at that fat shadow. Ooh, ooh, big fat shadow. Anyways, as an educational question, nothing to do with my personal life. I have nothing to do with this question at all. But if you had a child in a school who at one point was arm wrestling with another kid and then was grabbed from behind, slammed on the floor, and then kicked by another child while the other kid choked him. First set of questions, how happy would you be? And what would your response be? Now, my other set of questions was, I thought for this scenario, 3 very simple responses to the school that is responsible that I pay for, that this random person pays for in taxes, because I have nothing to do with this. One, is the school not responsible for that student to care for them, and all students to care for them and make sure they're safe and happy? Because I was told that this was a lunch hour thing. So I, as an independent person, totally separated from this situation, came up with 3 responses. One, this is all dealing with boys. Sorry, I'm Canadian. We don't need to transgender this stuff, but this particular situation dealt with all boys. The one response I gave them was, well, you could go with litigation, bring your lawyers involved to deal with why isn't that student being watched during lunch, or the entire group of students isn't being watched during lunch, to make sure that that kind of stuff doesn't happen. Because if you have a bunch of grade 5s and grade 6s, probably not the most mature of students, but okay, if that's your policy, then sure. So we'll go with litigation. Now, before I go on to option 2, keep in mind that this child was dealing with a concussion, missed his favorite time of the year. This is how all I was told. Missed Christmas, can't do sports, can't do anything. Missed over 3.5 weeks of school. Still can't go out for recesses due to a concussion. The other 2 children involved in the situation, one had to walk around with a teacher at recess. The other one got no ramifications because no one said, yeah, he did it. The story I was told was the one kid was choke slammed from behind, and the other kid kicked him in the face several times. But I'm only going with the random stuff that I was emailed from another party. So, I mean, 1, we've got litigation. Now, 2, the other option would be to tell this parent, once their kid is feeling better and all well, to run straight up to this kid and punch him in the face repeatedly until a teacher pulls him out, because apparently walking around with a teacher for one recess is all the repercussions he's going to get. Now, I was also told by this person, not me, someone else, that their other option was to go to that child's house, kick in the door and proceed to, I'm going to try to copy this language, like calm it down, but proceed to beat the tar out of that child's father while that child watches, to explain to him how much problems a concussion and severe head trauma are, and to not stop until SWAT or police shows up. Now, I don't agree with any of these methods because I'm Canadian, guys. This is just someone who messaged stuff to me. I don't agree with any of this stuff. Although I will say I'm intrigued as to what your options are. For instance, if you were a parent, what your responses would be to a 9-year-old boy getting his head repeatedly slammed off of concrete and then kicked in the head by another child and missing a month of school. Just as a question, guys, just throwing it out there. Feel free to respond. Many of you might not, because, especially Canadian parents, because we're all watched by JT and his lovely troop of Gestapo. But just as a question, guys, again, this has nothing to do with me. Have a good night, guys. Bye.